Mumfa has never judged me. He's like a brother to me. It's so wrong of me. At some point, I disrespected him. And that's why I'm doing this video.
Hey guys, Blessing here. So this is actually breaking because from what we are gathering right now, Mumfa has just been rearrested by the EFCC, and that is the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. This also comes just days after Bobrisky publicly apologized to him after Mumfa threatened to sue Bobrisky for defamation, and that would have cost Bobrisky a 1 billion naira lawsuit.
Mumfa is a great guy. He's an awesome guy. He's a perfect gentleman.
Now let's first of all listen to the full apology video before we go into Bobrisky's offense that warranted the impending lawsuit and this apology.
Mumfa has never judged me before. He has never judged me. If everybody is judging me, if everybody is saying all sort of things to me, Mumfa will come to my DM and he will tell me, don't worry, you meet those people, are you okay? Hope you are fine. He's like a brother to me. He has been there. Even before I became so famous, Mumfa has been there. Yes, it's so wrong of me. At some point, I disrespected him. And that's why I'm doing this video, to tell him I'm sorry. Me and Mumfa, we never, ever dated. We never dated. Mumfa is my brother. Mumfa is someone that I can actually call and tell him things. Do you understand? Because he's even way older than me. Like, his age and my age is way, way older. Like I said, I messed up by disrespecting him, and that's why I'm doing this video, to apologize to him that I am deeply sorry. I want him to forgive me. He can still go ahead with the suing, he can still sue me, but I feel like it's 2021. I don't want to have any issues with anybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we had this misunderstanding that got to the internet, that got to everywhere. I'm deeply sorry. This was not my intention. My emotion was just too hyper that I couldn't control it. I want you to please forgive me. I'm deeply sorry. Please, big bro, Mumfa, you know I'm your person, and I really care about you. Like, God knows that I really do like you a lot. To round up my video, I want to apologize once again to Mumfa that I'm sorry. I'm still your person. I'm still your blood. I'm still your Bobrisky. You know how you call Bobrisky? Don't be upset with me. Don't be angry with me. I'm still a baby. Yes, I messed up. I'm apologizing to all your family. I'm apologizing to all your friends. I'm apologizing to everybody, to your fans, that they should please forgive me. And I want you to forgive me too, Mumfa. Not because of anything, but because, like I said, it's 2022. I want to be at peace.
Okay, so the genesis of all of this can be traced back to Bobrisky's former PA, Oyekaim. You guys remember the lady from Ivory Coast who alleged that Bobrisky and Mumfa had something sexual going on between them. And also remember that Mumfa is a married man with kids. So you can imagine the level of stigma that comes with being allegedly homosexual, especially within the Nigerian community. Now, Mumfa tried, in his own way, he tried everything within his power to debunk the rumors and also to save his reputation. And he expected Bobrisky to do the same thing, but Bobrisky blatantly refused to clear Mompha'S name in the whole homosexuality mess. In fact, Bobrisky rather seemed like he was enjoying the attention and all the publicity that he was getting from the news. And even the lady from Ivory Coast, Oyekaim, former PA of Bobrisky, she actually came out later, put out a statement and said that she had lied against Mumfa, and Oyekaim also started to post videos depicting Bobrisky's decaying butt, allegedly. Nevertheless, Bobrisky remained adamant the whole time, and he posted this picture of himself to show the world that, look, my laps and hips are still very fresh, no cro whatsoever. And Mumfa even went ahead and posted this video on Instagram to kind of like prove himself that, look, I have only visited Bobrisky once in my entire life. The second time I saw him was at his birthday occasion.
Ah, Bob, they live big life.
She's living the life.
She's living the life. Hey, oh shit! Party! Got money is here. Wow.
And Mumfa accompanied that video with this caption that says, March 21st, 2020 was my first time meeting Bobrisky in my life in his house with my friend Camp Money. We went there because he invited us for lunch, and August 31st, 2020 on his birthday was my second and last time meeting Bobrisky. I don't know if having lunch in someone's house was a crime. My advice to you, Bob, is for now, just run away from me, because anytime I come to Lagos, there will be war, because I really have your time. Can't forget the pain both you and Oye caused me. Look, in as much as I really want to feel sorry for this guy, on the one hand, but on the other hand, I'm like, you should have seen all of this coming. Like, when this guy was still cool with Bobrisky, when they were still friends and cordial and all of that, Bobrisky would post pictures of this guy on Instagram, and Bobrisky would address him as bae. Like, that's my bae. So what impression are you trying to give off? And you should have stopped him. Mumfa should have stopped Bobrisky then. Bobrisky was using Mumfa to catch crews. He was using Mumfa to garner all this attention to himself, using Mumfa to trend. Bobrisky's narrative on social media and his social media personality is to make people believe that he is sleeping around with men. He is always wanting that image of, oh, I'm the prettiest girl in Nigeria and all of that. I sleep with rich men, I sleep with billionaires, and that is how I make my money. And that is his selling point. So whoever leaves themselves free for Bobrisky to use as a scapegoat, Bobrisky is going to readily jump at that opportunity. So if you allow him from the onset, if you allow Bobrisky to use you as bait, to use you and say, oh, this is my bait, this is my lover, this is one of the people funding me, he's doing it to catch crews, and you just kind of like, I don't know if these people really tell him, Bobrisky, I don't like this or whatsoever, or they just laugh over it and just think, oh, he's just doing his business. But you know that at a point in time, it's going to get out of hand. So now it really got out of hand, and Bobrisky is sticking to his guns. He doesn't want to spoil market for himself. He still wants people to continue to believe that he has male friends, male lovers. And now that Oyekaim, who is now enemies with Bobrisky, is coming forward with that news, people are now beginning to believe that Momfa was actually having something sexual with Bobrisky. So now Momfa is trying to do away with that narrative. He's trying to do away with that label. But Bobrisky doesn't want to do away with it because it's putting food on his table. So that is where the conflict of interest came about. And Bobrisky didn't even stop there. He still went ahead and made this video that didn't help matters in any way.
Evil. And the truth is that I did not go and meet Mumfa. All this money man, all this Instagram thing, I don't care about them. Mumfa followed me on Snapchat. I added him back. He now followed me on Instagram. I went to go and follow him back. The question is, have I done anything bad following you back on Snapchat? Only you will come to me and tell me gossip. Oh, Bobrisky, don't talk about this one. Don't talk to this one. Don't talk to Anita Joseph. Don't talk to Nkechi Blessing. Don't talk to this one. They are all gossiping you. Only you will come to my DM and tell me not to be friends. Even Tonto. Only you will still come and tell me, they are using you. Yeah, this is your money they're after. Only you will come and tell me. And as my friend, as somebody I trusted, I'm going to listen to you. I will listen to you. I'll follow what you tell me to do. have the guts to come to your Instagram page to call me names, to tell me you don't roll with people like me. Really? Even all your male partners. I don't want to start calling names. I will not kiss and tell. I'm not like him. Old man like that is talking like a woman. Old man like that. All his friends that he has done business with, he has told me a lot of them. Some of them are on my Snapchats. He has told me a lot of things about that. I should not talk to them. They are gossiping me. They don't like me. They are faking. They love. I never asked anybody. I just said, okay, no problem. Even when he saw some people on my birthday, on my 30th birthday, he saw some people on my birthday. He said, Bobrisky, hey, so that one came to your birthday. That guy, he's my guy, he's my friend, though. He was gossiping about you. This one, this life. I didn't even bother myself to ask the person. I said, okay. I don't need to kiss nobody. I repeat, to kiss nobody's ass. I don't do that, though. Why am I kissing your ass? What the fuck are you? Excuse me? Are you paying my bills? How no? How no? In Lagos, you call me, Bobrisky, I need one of your car. I will send my driver. Lucky! I will send my driver to go and bring the car. You will drive the car. And you have the guts to open your mouth and say you are a Muslim. You don't talk to people like me.
Wow, so Bobrisky was actually doing way too much. He was ready to just crumble this man's reputation or whatever was left of his image. Bobrisky was ready to go dirty. He was already spilling too much beans. He was already saying a lot of things, a lot of unnecessary stuff, because he knew then that the blogs were carrying all of this. That Bobrisky even went as far as saying that Mumfa allegedly tried to break up his friendship with Tonto when they were friends. So this is like just painting Mumfa in such a terrible way, because now other people, now she was calling Nkechi Blessing, calling the other lady. So how does Bobrisky expect all these people to now be looking at Mumfa? And that is the whole point. That is actually what he wanted to achieve with what he was doing. And finally, he said, I don't kiss and tell. Do you know what that means? I mean, Bobrisky didn't like openly or just clearly in plain language say, look, I was really dating Mumfa. He didn't. But for you to say, I don't kiss and tell. So who did you kiss? And who don't you want to tell? Do you guys understand? So he was infusing that impression in the public for people to think, oh, Bobrisky is just out there trying to defend himself. They did something. So things were really not looking good for Mumfa. And Bobrisky went ahead to say that, yeah, whenever Mumfa comes to Lagos, because Mumfa is based in Dubai, yeah, I guess, yeah, in the UAE somewhere. And Bobrisky was like, yeah, whenever you come to Lagos, I always send my driver over. You pick my car, you drive my car. Like, Bobrisky is not even a loyal friend. Like, you fall out with your friend, you are expected to just be mature about it and just move on and just behave yourself publicly. But you are mentioning all these things, and it just shows that, look, whoever is counting on you, whoever is counting on Bobrisky, relying on him, seeing him as, this is my friend, this is someone that I can really go to in terms of need, just have it in mind that whenever you misstep around Bobrisky, he's going to use those same things that he has used to help you in one way or the other. He's going to use them against you. He's going to use them to rubbish your image and your personality. And then Bobrisky was like, yeah, Mumfa said, yeah, I'm a Muslim, so I don't roll with people like him. And I'm like, if Mumfa truly said that, it's just really like, bro, like, what are you doing? What are you thinking when you were rolling with Bobrisky, when you were visiting him, going to his birthday to spray money, being openly friends with him, posting your videos with him on social media? You forgot then that you were Muslim, okay? And you also know Bobrisky's public behavior. You know how dirty he can fight. So if you roll with certain people, that you see how they treat other people, it should serve as a caution to you. Like, look, if this person is capable of doing this thing to this person, that same person is also capable of doing the same thing to me. I mean, what makes you feel like you're different? What makes you feel like your case is going to be different from the other person? So I think everything Bobrisky was doing, and Bobrisky enjoying the whole saga and always coming out ready to do a video and mention Mumfa or try to say something to prove himself or to prove a point, Mumfa knew that, look, I cannot let this happen to me. So but Mumfa just, like, I think he was left with no choice than to threaten Bobrisky with a lawsuit. And then Mumfa himself, I think, posted these pictures or these screenshots of, I think, what his lawyer or solicitor sent to Bobrisky. So the heading of the letter says, request for a retraction, an apology, and payment of damages for the libellous publication made of and concerning the person of Ismaila Mustafa aka Momfa on your Instagram and Snapchat social media platforms. Momfa was requesting for Bobrisky to come out there and retract his statements and also to tender an apology just like he did and pay the sum of 1 billion naira within 7 days, or else the case would proceed to court. And that is actually, I believe, what prompted Bobrisky's apology. Although Bobrisky mentioned in his statement that, look, the reason I'm doing this is not because of the court case, it's because this is 2022 and I just want peace of mind. I want my peace of mind, and that is why I'm apologizing, to just put the past behind me. And I'm like, Bobrisky, Mumfa is not the only one you have offended. Mumfa is not the only one you are in a saga with. How about Tonto DK? You also dragged her just, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So how come it's only Mumfa you are only coming out to talk good about now? How come it's only Mumfa you're suddenly apologizing to out of the blues because it's 2022? Babe or Mr. Man, it's still 2022. How about you embrace all those people that are your enemies? Anyway, fast forward to where we are now. So Mumfa has been rearrested. He actually posted this picture a few days ago announcing that he had landed in Nigeria. And before we knew what was happening, we heard that the EFCC had taken him into custody for allegedly laundering funds obtained through unlawful activities and retention of alleged proceeds of crime. And that crime is related to cyber fraud and money laundering to the tune of 32.9 billion naira. And the question now is, does Bobrisky have a hand in this? Well, I'm not even going to start to point fingers now. I'm just going to say that Mumfa has himself to blame for whatever comes upon him. He knows his position when it comes to fraud and all of that in Nigeria. He knows what people think about him. He knows that he had previously been arrested while on his way to board an Emirates flight at the international airport in Nigeria. So why do these people, when they know that, okay, eyes are on me, why do they always feel the need or the urge to always announce their next moves? Why do you have to announce to the entire world? I mean, I know that we all should have the freedom to just live our lives, but you already know the case that you have against this law agent. So if you really want to protect yourself, why do you feel the need to want to also live this Instagram lifestyle? You know that is actually how Hush Puppy got himself in trouble. That is how he was eventually captured by the authorities in Dubai because of his lavish lifestyle on Instagram. And that is also the same thing you are doing. I just feel like, look, he has himself to blame for this. He knows that he's wealthy and his wealth is controversial. Like, his wealth, a lot of people still find questionable and they still really debate about the legitimacy of the source of his wealth. Why can't he just tone it down a bit? Why does it feel like he has to go out there and be rubbing shoulders with all these public figures, all these Nigerian celebrities? It is just a way to push himself in the eye of the authorities, whether he likes it or not. So right now, we don't even know what is happening or going to happen between him and Bobrisky, because I know that right now, Bobrisky is in a good place. Bobrisky knows that, you know what, a dead dog cannot bite, So as long as Mumfa is in custody, there is nothing, or let me just say there is little or nothing that Mumfa can do to Bobrisky legally or otherwise. So I'm going to continue to follow this story and break the news to you guys each time there is a new development. So if you also want to learn more, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you're not yet a subscriber, without even forgetting to turn on the bell icon so that you get notified each time I go live. And just in case you get to watch this video on Facebook, do not hesitate to like and follow my page, and I will catch you guys on my next one.